It's just getting it all set up. All right, so what we're going to be talking about today is the business intelligence system and basically the need for the business intelligence system and why it is smart for us to kind of create that business intelligence system to allow us to see how our money is being spent and if it's using correct and efficiently. So let's look at the problems that we have. First, we want to know where does the bulk of our revenue come from. So one of the questions asked was, are we getting more of our sales from online or in store? So we need to be able to form that data into a good way for us to be able to see, not just see, hey, we made this much money over last week. We need to be able to see we sold this amount at this amount at this place, and we have the data there. We just need to find a way to more correctly and easily use it. And then with that data, we'll be able to know, are we correctly staffing the appropriate areas to maximize our results? And also we can look at if marketing strategies are working best for the customer. So obviously the presentation today is over business intelligence systems. So that's what we're going to need to be able to use that data in a more simplistic and easy way. So we need to design a dashboard basically that will take this data and sort it into a way that we can easily pull and take. That way it's as simple as maybe a manager pulling out the numbers and being able to report it easier to you. So all this data will include is revenue sales via online, revenue sales via on store, and then we can also ask a simple question of what marketing technique is working to the customer. And then with that information, we can then decide what needs more time and investment put in. With this comes, obviously, we're going to need to add some things to our team. Some information technology people, IT, anything that we do not have inside the building now, we're going to need to add. Obviously, this is a multi-tiered function, so we're going to need to add multiple different people with multiple different skill sets. So the first one we're going to look at is the project manager. The project manager is going to be the overseer of the entire project. Any questions / requirements / comments that you would have, you will communicate directly to him or her. That way they are able to communicate with their team that they create to make this. So maybe you want to see this dashboard do one thing. You need to tell him or her. That way they are able to then convey, hey, I need this done by this time. They will be the leader. They will oversee the deadlines, the requirements, everything like that. So they will be your main person here to work with. The next person that we're going to look at is a data architect. So here they're going to have great knowledge of all of our databases. So they're going to need to know every data point that we have. That way they are able to correctly convey what data needs to be pulled. They're going to work very closely with the ETL engineer, who's going to be described on the next page. Basically what we're going to be looking at here is data needs to be pulled. That data then needs to be put into a new system. So we need to be able to talk to somebody that knows exactly what they're doing with the data architect. Because of that, if we can find somebody that can do this job and the next job, it might be more beneficial to us just because these people are then able to know exactly what they're pulling. So obviously this person needs to be trusted because they are holding all of the data key points that we have and own currently. The next one is the ETL engineer. The ETL engineer, ETL actually stands for extract, transform, and load. So what does that mean? Extract will mean that we are going to be pulling the data that we have in our system. We're then going to transform that data, and then with that data, we're going to be able to take it and load it into a dashboard that is easy for us to see. So it'll be a reporting system for us that will be able to tell us exactly what we need to do. So maybe we're just looking at last week's revenue sales via online. So we will be able to run that report. It'll pull the data. It'll transform it into a nice graph or report that we want to see, and then it'll load that information right to your computer or whatever medium that you're using. We also will have a business analyst. It is explained in your executive summary that you guys have in front of you. I forgot to put it into the PowerPoint presentation. This person will work more closely with the people inside. So he will report to the program manager exactly what the employees want to see. It's just another little tool to be able to look into our employees and make sure they're getting the exact things that they need to see. So let's look at the benefits of the business intelligence system. So we're going to be able to take that data and we can take the online and in-store data to determine what source is making more money for us. So let's say over the last month, 75% of our of our revenue has come from that data or from that online store. We obviously should probably be staffing more for that online to ensure that that stays up and running. Now, vice versa, let's say 75% comes from in-store. Maybe we need to hire more people for in-store or make sure we're staffing that more correctly. So again, this is all about taking our money and making sure it's being invested in the correct areas. And then if we just ask a simple, how did you hear about us question, we can take those answers and see what exactly is working. Maybe our social media pop is what's getting people inside the door. Maybe our radio ad is getting people inside the door. We need to know exactly what's working and what's not working so we can correctly invest our money. That's all we're looking at here is being able to invest our money in the correct way and allow our business intelligence system to work to the fullest potential. Um, Again, I go in more depth into the executive summary that you guys have in front of you. If you have any questions, feel free to talk to me after. It was a pleasure to get to meet you all. Thank you, guys.